Oh, it's a rogue doll. Oh god. Well, we're playing... You can see the game, but we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsule GB here, and... I'm losing my mind slightly because of the random encounter rate in this. It just keeps happening. We keep running into enemies. Okay. If I didn't get food poisoning, you... Oh! Damn, okay. Well, geez, sounds like some things happened. Actually, while we're here for a second... As I try to get the hell out of this area so I can stop having to fight enemies... Yeah, I got that when my family visit in Texas for Easter on the way home. Ah, I see, Noxus. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I was getting close to missing. Okay, please let me get out of here now. Go, 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 go! Okay. Whoo! Okay, we made it. Yes. Save. Okay. Cool. Swayle's Eastgate. Okay, Heard our king has daily meeting with Will and I end up fighting and talks go nowhere. I wonder when we'll get to drink water again. Okay, I might need to try and talk to the king. That ditch used to be a waterway. There was dried up water stopped flowing. Those Westlanders must surely be hoarding water. Grrr. So making plans for March of next year for the Ren Fair. Oh! Never! No water for you! Oh my god. Water. Please give me even a single drop. This is Eastland. I'm so thirsty. Eastland is suffering due to a long drought. Yeah. Bill lives in this house. He knows how to build bridges. Yep. Thanks, buddy. If only Eastland and Westland could get along. This is Eastland Castle. Okay, before I go in, I'm gonna save again. Who are you? You reach the Northern Wilderness's North Gate via the deity's temple at the border. What? Are you telling me the East Gate is open? But if the North Gate next to the water source remains closed, the water won't flow to Eastland. Okay. Alright, so... Okay. So, by the temple is where we can open the North Gate. And with the North Gate open, and then both the West and East Gate open, they'll both get water. Well, this one here, I think... Yeah, just wondering, while I'm trekking across here, trying to avoid random encounters like this, I was just wondering, can I ask you guys a question? Can I get your opinion on something? It's kind of a... How do I put this? It's kind of an am I the a-hole situation, if that makes sense. I like giving opinions. Sure, what's up? Okay. So, here's the thing. Here's a small situation I've had going on, which is part of what brings today happening, funny enough. Evening, Dazzler, evening chat, evening Chinese Checkers, the RPG. How is everyone? Hi, Mr. Foxperson, sir. I'm doing pretty good. How are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. As always, I hope you're doing well, Mr. Foxperson, sir. Boop. Get the battle guard. Wrecked him. Good. I am somewhat wobbly and happy to hear you're well. Oh. I hope you're going to be okay, Mr. Foxperson, sir. Okay, no combat. Good. Oh god. No, no, no. No! Just slightly sleepy. Okay. That's not so bad then. Okay. Do. Okay. So. Oh. Oh. Hi, Vivs. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. Hello. Alright, well, if it's your first time here, I am DZ, your Overlord Dazaran, Vampirous ruler of Crimson Kiss, a world of perpetual night and oceans of blood, a vampire's paradise. Welcome on in. We are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsule GB through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection. Beat Chapter 1 of Deltarune. Nice. Congrats. Good job, Vifs. I'm glad you've been, glad you got through it. Glad you beat the chapter. Dear God, that's creepy. Okay. Oh my. Okay, let me do the caster. I don't have any mods here currently, I don't think. There we go. And the other shout out. Oh, whoops. No, that's not right. There we go. Not sure if we touched chapter 2 or not. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But, I mean, congrats for chapter 1. I'm glad you've been having a fun time with Deltarune. My god. Okay, there we go. We don't think we have, so it will be exciting next week to check out stuff we haven't seen before. Ah, I see. Aw, thank you for the three stream streak, Vifs. My god. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so back what I was gonna say before, though. Go check out with the king here. So wait, do they have a guy here too? They do. You can reach the northern mountains and deity's temple at the border. Save. Okay. What? Westgate is already open. However, if Northgate remains closed, water won't flow to Westland. Yep. Okay. So I ran into a bit of a situation, let's say. For those that work for any kind of a larger company, and have to deal with putting in for vacation and the like, this story is for you. For those who just came in, I kind of said this is a little bit of a... I want some opinions on this, because this is a little bit of a... Am I the asshole kind of situation? So I put in for a single day, just one day for vacation in this coming week. I did this... I put it in about 4 to 5 weeks ago. Okay? So... If my schedule had remained as normal, I would have been off today, off tomorrow, and then off on Wednesday, coming Wednesday, if I was, you know, if the vacation day was approved. We used to work at companies, fair enough. If the vacation day was approved. So, as it turns out, when I put it on, the person that would be dealing with my vacation... was on vacation, so they couldn't do it. They didn't get a look at it. And by the time they got back from their vacation, the schedule was already made. So, okay, fine. I just asked them politely if they could take a look, and if they could give it to me, that'd be great. If they couldn't, I understand. But could they please just, you know, give me an answer one way or the other? You know. Just so I know, right? How long for the date did you request off? 4 to 5 weeks. It was a little bit last minute, like a little bit closer than I would have liked, but like about 5 weeks or so before the date. Hi, Maddie. Welcome being first. Thanks for the hydrate and snack. I normally put in for like when it comes to vacation, I normally put in months ahead of time to make sure I get it. But, like I was saying, thank you for the snack and hydrate. 1 second. Basically, when they came back from vacation, the schedule was already out. I just asked if they could take a look at it, and... Can't hear, want to say hi, gonna lurk, what was you? Aww.
Can't hear, but wanted to say hi, gonna lurk, love, ya. Desurin hug, desurin heart, desurin celebrate.
Thank you for the resub, Maddie. Thank you so much. Crazy to make schedules that far in advance. Okay, so the schedule itself is only made 3 weeks out. So, like, if I were to look at my schedule right now, I'd be able to see this week, next week, and the week after. That's how far out the schedule gets made. Yeah. Failure should be more of a notice you're taking a day off than waiting for an approval. Unless a lot of people are running the same day off. So, okay, let me finish though. I haven't even gotten to the part yet. So the person who takes care of putting vacation requests was on vacation for 2 weeks and no one else did it? Well, okay, so this the person in charge of that was my specific manager, which means that basically someone else just made the schedule, but weren't allowed to basically do the request because they're not my manager. If that makes any sense. Because my schedule is just kind of set. Like, I have the same schedule every 2 weeks is the same set schedule. So I realize I'm possibly making things more complicated at this point. But because, like I said, this hasn't even, I haven't even come up to the problem yet. I haven't even come up to the part where I'm wondering if, like, I'm the one who's the problem. My God. Apparently, I'm making this story too long, I think. Okay, you know what? Big Insect, you take care of this. Either way, like I said, they came back from vacation. I asked them to look into it. They said they would. Apparently there were some system problems. They couldn't look into it. Like, it didn't work out. They couldn't look into it. So I tried checking with them again a couple days later, given kind of the same answer. So this happened a couple times. This happened a couple times, and then finally, it was just last time I basically asked them one more time, yesterday. Literally yesterday. I asked them one more time. It's like, okay, look, you still haven't approved or denied this vacation day. Can you please just take a look? Again, if you need me to work that day, I understand. Just, you know, deny it so that I know for sure that I'm gonna be working that day. Like, I don't want to make any plans and then not be able to go on them. So, like, I just want to know, please. It's fine if you deny it. Right? So that was kind of what it was yesterday. So I get an answer back from him yesterday, finally. And like I said, normally, if the vacation day had been approved, I would have been off today, off tomorrow, and then off on the vacation day, Wednesday. So he got back to me and basically told me, okay, we couldn't approve the vacation day, but I was able to get you that day off by switching your schedule. So instead you'll work today and then be off on Wednesday. And I just kind of was like, what? Huh? Excuse me? I could have possibly been more clear, I guess, but that wasn't on the table as an option? That was not either option that I wanted? So I guess he felt like he was doing me a favor by getting that day off. Because, okay, so technically the day off is like a kind of a... There's like a thing happening in town on that day, which is partly why I wanted it off. But still, it was like I had to scramble to make sure that I was going to be able to work today. If that, like, but not at the expense of your normal time off. Yeah, pretty much. So, I mean, I still get 2 days off. I still get, like, 2 days off. It's just instead of today and tomorrow, it's tomorrow and Wednesday. And, like, okay, I mean, I can deal with that, but, like, good thing you didn't have plans. Technically, I had to cancel a hair appointment for today. So I did have to cancel one thing for today because I didn't expect losing today as even an option yesterday. Right? And then after I kind of mentioned, no, asking if this acceptable for just doing it is messed up. See, that's what I thought. I thought it was a little like, could you have at least asked me first? Maybe? Like, I'd kind of like to know if that was... If you were going to do something other than just approve or deny the vacation time? Yugioh Westgate have opened. You may proceed. Oh! According to legend, the deity lives in the ruins in the northern wilderness, with the wish that the guardian deity would always watch over the country. An underground passage was built from this temple to the northern wilderness. This way you can reach Northgate in the northern wilderness. Monster... I love how a monster appeared while I was right next to this priest talking to him. I guess I have to save him. My god, okay. Also the day before we... okay. Keep thoughts to self. Oh no. What is the company policy on how far ahead you have to request time off? I mean, basically, I just scraped in my request. I possibly had one more week to try and put in the request before that time. But normally, you're expected to have it in, like, at least a week before they would generate that schedule. So, preferably, like, 4 weeks ahead of time. Before you're requesting a vacation time. Now, to be fair, I will say this, just to be fair, everything else that I've put in for has been approved because, again, most of the time I put in for stuff months out. So, it's kind of like first come, first serve. If anyone else wanted that time off, well, tough. I put it in months ahead of time. Like, for one thing, I always put in for a week. At the end of October, a week in Halloween, because that's when, for anyone that knows my dear sweetie Twins Play Egg, that is when Halloween is Egg's birthday, and I always wish to have some time off before and during Egg's birthday to celebrate. Also, I just enjoy Halloween and Spooky Month, but you know. My job on a 48-hour notice for the day we take. Wow. So, that would work, Noxus, if we were taking a sick day? If I was taking a sick day? Well, I should say day of I can call in sick, obviously. So it's fine with sick time, not vacation time. They won't let you put in for it that quickly. Or that late, I should say. Oh good, no die rolls here, thank God. No random encounters in the tunnel. Oh, okay, we're to the north of the... Hmm? You've reached the northern wilderness. Beyond here lies Northgate. Every 6 steps, roll dice for a 40% chance of a monster encounter. Alright, time to look around. Oh, we don't have sick days, only vacation days. Oh, I see, I see. We do have sick time, so that is a thing. The only downside is if... Like, let's just say they denied the vacation time, then obviously if I called in sick on that day, it would just look really bad. What if you challenged your direct supervisor to a children's card game? Would that have gotten you the day off? I don't think so, Mr. Foxperson, sir. I think they would have just looked at me like I was crazy. Ooh, item. Alright, so what the hell monsters are up here? You know what? Let's include Mystical Elf just in case. 2 Sword Arm Dragons. Okay. Oh god. Okay, hang on. Whoops. I just realized how much time has passed. Hang on. I do have to do a thing. Boom. Alright. Get ready to change into something new. Oh, okay. And bam. There we go. There we go. There's the dress. Crazy that you didn't get your day off. It was a yes or no request and they made it a switch day. Why did they make that complicated? Because middle management is incompetent. So true. So I don't want to say that. I'm not gonna lie. The second that the schedule had already been created, I thought there was very little chance of me actually getting it at that point. Just because I know how it works, like with the company. Once the schedule's set, usually the only way it changes is if you have someone switch with you. Usually. Like I said, this was a vacation day, so it was a little different. I didn't ask for a change in schedule specifically. I was asking for just a day off without, like, someone to replace me. But it does basically come down to a thing where it's like, you know, it comes down to a thing where the company is intended like, oh, well, on this day we need this many people, so we better make sure this many people are scheduled, blah, 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 blah. And they can't afford to be down one person. Because they struggle enough to keep people anyway. But, you know. So they should have just said no. I know, right? That would have been my thought. I even told them I was perfectly fine with them just saying no. Like, I understand. I'm trying to be reasonable. It's like, I understand if you can't give it to me. But instead they found a solution to a problem I didn't have. Like, it's just weird. It kind of, like I said, it kind of made my brain go a little like, what? Why did you do that? They sure did. Uh-huh. You know what the funnier thing is? Even when I mentioned to them, like, I had I had like an appointment for today and stuff, when I mentioned that, they basically told me that they'd take a look to try and fix it and change it back, but it looked even less likely for that. Because essentially, for them to have done that, again, they switched my day off with someone else, so presumably they had to actually ask someone else for permission if they were willing to give up this day. Which I assume is what made it harder to change, would have made it harder to actually reverse. Presumably. But didn't fucking ask you, Yeah, they just kind of assumed that I wanted the day so badly that I guess that I'd be willing to do that. Despite the number of times I said they can just deny the request. That's fine.